There was recently, elections in France, and the elections results were very left wing. It was very not so promising for the Jewish community. What did your community feel about this?
So actually, people were really expecting good result out of this election. And we're very sad because a lot of people were waiting for it. And what happened is that the French president, Macron, decided to do another election, and the left parties win the election. So, as France, there's over 5,000 Jewish people who decide to make Aliyah.
To me,
So they decide to sign up, and they want to move to Israel. And actually, few hundred of them move already this week. There are people, there are image on the social media from like I think 150 per week that move in the last month to
wow,
Israel.
is that as a
But
result of the elections, or that's from before the elections?
part of it, part
Part
of
of
it.
it.
So yes, but now every year they have in center of Paris like it's like a gathering for everyone who wants to make Aliyah, and in general you have between 500 to 700 people who show up. Right now they said they never had so many people that show up at this big evening for people who want to know information if their job is capable enabled to work as a dentist, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever in Israel,
Right.
or they're looking for information for schools or for any city to where to move. So it was actually over few thousand people that came up and got some information in order that they planning right now. They want to move in the future because of this election.
Oh, wow. And why is that? Like, explain to us what are people afraid of in France?
Because this, I guess, this left party that win the election, like in their program, in the top 10 things in the program, they said that they're going to recognize a Palestinian state, for example. Something that has nothing to do with France. French people, what do they care about what's going on there? But for them, it's very important for them to put that the Palestinian state will be recognized by France if they win the election. Another thing is that a lot of people, a lot of members of their parties, they are not afraid to whatever maybe to curse out Jewish people or to take public statement against the state of the city of Israel, the state of Israel, or when these like of or even about the Jewish cause, they're not defending. They're a lot from October 7. There are I think 300% more anti-Semite action in France against Jews, and you have a lot of people, politics, who stand up with the Jews and they say we need to do something. We need to be in the side of the Jewish people. And this party not only they don't stand up with the Jewish people, but they're not doing anything about it. So it's really something scared that you know that the next whatever government will be people who they don't care about the Jewish people.
So is there fear in the air? Like, are people afraid? Are Jewish people afraid there?
Not much because again these certain is only certain people and French in general. I think that they love French people love Jewish people. Now a lot of French people when I'm walking in the street with a hat, with a yarmulke, with a kippah and tzitzit, people stop me. Right now I am in the French Alps, where the Chabad Center organized like a seminar for a lot of Jewish families. So there's a lot of French people who are in vacation, and people stop us in the street and said, "We are studying with you. We are with you. We are with the Jewish people. We support Israel." So the people really support Israel. Now, this left party, one of the programs that they support, they're not supporting Israel, but they want to give more money to people. They offer a lot of things that people like it. So that's why people vote for them.
Oh, I see. So it wasn't necessarily that people in France are anti-Semitic. It was just the
Correct.
government. I see. The things that they were offering that people were attracted to. I
Exactly.
see. What about like anti-Semitic acts in France? Has that increased over the last like year or so?
So a big amount. So let's say I'm not physically, but on social media, he went. We have a lot of students who told us that they just put an Israeli flag, or they on their Facebook, on the Instagram, they just put something about Israel that they are supporting Israel, and in their promotion in school, people decide not to be their friend anymore, or like or it was some reaction in people, some really bad comment on them. So in physically there's not much, but online it went really crazy. A lot of people are really cursing out the Jewish people, not supporting Israel. There's a lot of stickers all over Paris with something like whatever, kill the Jews or
Hmm.
murder the Jews with
Wow.
stickers.
Wow.
Like on bus station and the subway. And so like, there's a lot of things like this that people physically they don't want to hit maybe someone, or maybe there's certain times where yes, people few anti-Semitic act that got physically healed, but most of them, let's say 95% of them, is really like people like cursing out in the street, or they put stickers online. People react against Jewish people.
Hmm. But you're not afraid to walk in the street with your yarmulke?
So no, as I said, many years ago, it was a. I had a friend, Rabbi Shamta from Uruguay, who worked through New York when I was in Yeshiva. He worked through Uruguay with his hat and yarmulke, and he wanted to see the reaction of people in Uruguay. So then afterwards, he had someone took the idea and did it in New York City, and actually it was really nice. Was really nice. So I always had the idea to do it in Paris and walk through with my yarmulke to see and to show people that there's no problem here, and someone did it. Triadists did it, and no, again, you could walk in Paris with a yarmulke and a hat, like every big city in the world is always safe. Now, for sure, certain time at night between maybe I don't know 1 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you're going into certain areas, it might be dangerous. But if you're going in Paris, in the center of Paris, there's not many problems.
Hmm.